Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities and assistance aspecting you, and even be able to look forward to the blessings. Now, remember, this is a weekly update, so I implore you to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign video, as it paints a clearer picture of what you'll actually be dealing with for the week. Now, for the month of September, Mental Chatter Musings. Should you need your natal chart analyzed or a tarot reading, don't hesitate to message me on Facebook Messenger, or you can email me at mentalchattermusings@gmail.com. Now, speaking of Mental Chatter Musings, we are actually spotlighting the indie and traditional world by delving into the creative mastery of two prolific authors, one being Monica Walters, the other Stephanie M. Freeman. I implore you to dive into the audio, ebook, or paperback versions of their novels and check out the newsletter for specifics and sneak peeks for Blindsided by Love by Monica Walters and Season of the Blood by Stephanie M. Freeman. This month, Mental Chatter Musings Harvest includes not only books from these authors, but also a little something for your young entrepreneur. The shortest boss in the room will be gifted to a few lucky parents. And for those of you who have left an Amazon review for Deadliest Intuition, you have automatically been entered into the raffle to receive one of 3 cash gift cards that will be given away in the month of September. Now, don't forget to register for the virtual LCA 21 conference. The link can be found in September's newsletter, or even if you click the down bar here on YouTube, the link for the newsletter is here, and you can dive in. The LCA virtual conference link is in there. You guys have to register to be able to see the authors' interviews and things like that. So make sure that you do that. Please don't forget to vote also in the LCA 21 awards. The post can be found on my literary page, Taronic, on Facebook, or within the newsletter. Deadliest Intuition has been nominated for Best Plot Twist, and I am extremely honored and humbled to be nominated. Thank you to all of you who have shown me support and believe in me. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. Now, please continue to check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group, I See You Reading and Chatting. Authors will be giving you their impromptu freestyles according to a subject of the ladies' choosing. If you'd like a chance to participate in Freestyle Friday, please contact Ebony Evans, the president of I See You Reading and Chatting Book Club. Now, let's get into our astrology for the week. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people, not only is this week the week of the new moon in Virgo, which trines your sign, being it's your sector of education and skills, what you think and preach, long distance travel. It illuminates opportunities and assistance. But Mars in our sector of work, health, daily routines, and where we are of service to others as it pertains to, for you, the education and skills, what you think and preach, at work or when you're of service to others. It trines Pluto in our sector of career and mastery. This is your sector of ego, of soul. A blessing of rebirth is happening in some way, and it has to do with who you are or what you do in the world. Maybe even how you're seen in the world. If you have placements within 3 degrees more or less than the degree that I mentioned, these energies will affect you more strongly. Now, on Sunday, September 5th, the sun is in Virgo at 13 degrees. The moon in Leo opposes Jupiter in Aquarius and sextiles Venus in Libra, offering a chance to have good times with friends and social groups. Take a break, today. You could feel that your ambition is a little lacking anyway. If you're steadily working, be careful during your daily routines, especially while you are tackling mundane tasks, walking up and down the stairs, things like that, because repetition can cause you to do things on autopilot And you need to be paying attention because you can injure yourself. So you want to be careful of that as well today. On Monday the 6th, the sun is in Virgo at 14 degrees. Helping is great, but do it for the sake of helping, not for the rewards, recognition, or the kudos you stand to gain, because you might not get it on Monday. Now, while the sun is in Virgo and it conjuncts the moon, it's trining Uranus and Taurus, okay? Mars also trines Pluto and Capricorn, your sign. Now, this being your sector of self and ego, romance, creative endeavors, and children are receiving these shocks and surprises when you guys, maybe go travel or driving long distances, when, your education and skills, maybe it's bringing in people towards you creatively who want to work with you. Your image is shining because of, either romantic relationships or something a child does, or even something showcase of your education and skills, something you created. Either way, you have those aspects to bring blessings toward you on Monday. Shocking blessings of worth can be granted through work, to your health, or even during your daily routines. For some, this could have to do with a pet, but either way, it's a blessing nonetheless. Especially those of you who actually have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn placements between 11 and 17 degrees in your chart, or 21 through 27 degrees of your chart. Your Cancer and Scorpio placements can see assistance and opportunities within those degrees as well. So that would be partnerships as they pertain to, I would say, the partnerships you have through friends, the partnerships you have through social groups, the partnerships you have that you are trying to achieve goals within. Okay. Those are the places where you can see this assistance and opportunities. Now on Monday, September 6th, the new moon is in Virgo at 14 degrees. Don't be surprised if someone lends you a helping hand under this lunation. If it's you that assists, be mindful that you may not get the thanks or kudos you're hoping for. Don't ever underestimate the power of kindness, however, so make sure if someone does do something for you, that you do show your appreciation, for it being that under this, new moon, it's aspecting that people might not be giving it. A romance can spark at work or even during your daily routines. Just make sure both parties aren't spoken for, okay? This angle awards blessings to your Taurus and Capricorn placements, opportunities and assistance to your Scorpio and Cancer placements. So this means for the next 2 weeks, the energies of the new moon are in full effect with these assistance and opportunities. Your assistance and opportunities will be through romance, creative endeavors, or the blessings, will be through, like I said, romance, creative endeavors, and children, and what you think and preach, your education and skills, long distance travel. Okay. But the actual assistance and opportunities will be coming through friends and partnerships. So this is basically the same thing. Okay. You're because the moon is where the sun is. So it's garnering those same blessings. Now, as far as the friction you might encounter during this new moon under these 2 weeks, it's going to be behind the scenes at work. People behind the scenes at work, either secretly gossiping about what it is you think and preach, or telling what it is you think and preach, telling some secrets. You could make some sacrifices, have to make some sacrifices for travel, work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. You can have people gossiping about you at work. You might have to travel for health. You might have to travel a long distance for health, for someone's health. You might have to cover a coworker. There's several things that could pop up during this new moon. Those will be opportunities to take over for someone else, but still, Anyway, you could see that kind of friction. Now, as far as your assistance and opportunities, those are all going to come through partnerships, like I said, friends, social groups, and things like that. So let's jump to Tuesday. It's a single transit. On the 7th, the sun is in Virgo at 15 degrees. Where have you been working and waiting for your plants to bear fruit? Your hard work can be realized and or celebrated on Tuesday. For some, patience pays off. Just try not to be too self-indulging when you are enjoying your bounty. It's a beautiful day for things to pay off under the energies of the new moon. There are a plethora of trines going on Tuesday as well. The sun, the moon, and Mars is trining Taurus, Uranus and Taurus, and Pluto and Capricorn. In fact, the energy from Monday is carrying over and sweetening the blessing. So remember that blessings do sometimes come with some sort of restrictions or responsibilities, some sort of catch-22. So keep an eye out for that. Say, for instance, you have blessings, blessing you in romance, creative endeavors, and children or what you think and preach. So maybe a creative endeavor is highlighted, but with that blessing, you have to go somewhere and speak. There's going to be some sort of something you're doing to get this. Okay. Or even garner or keep it going. Now on Wednesday, the 8th, the sun is in Virgo at 16 degrees. It's in your sector of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. But it's all about, for you, what it is you think and preach. Your education and skills, long distance travel, all of those avenues as they pertain to that being of service to others and things like that. Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work on Wednesday. And with the moon in Libra, your sector of career, trining what stability you're trying to garner in shared finances, establishing something firm there in those personal resources and shared finances, with it, sometimes even with friends or partnerships. They bring blessings that strengthen foundations and sometimes through diligent work. Now, goals can be accomplished through partnerships in career, okay? Any placements between 4 and 10 degrees, I would say, of Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra can really see blessings, So that's your career, your money, and your work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others sector. Okay, so with Venus in the mix adding at about 12 degrees, adding romance, pleasure, and finances there, it's extending the blessing out to about 15 degrees. So I'd say from 4 to 15 degrees of the air sign placements, that's looking good to see blessings in romance, play, finances, things like that, as it pertains to those avenues. Now on Thursday the 9th, the sun is in Virgo at 17 degrees. Not everyone's going to understand why you do what it is you do, and it's not their charge to do so. The same respect goes, for you. Thursday is a day of being generous. So don't question what someone else may do for someone else, if you find it to be too generous. Someone could be doing that to you if they find you being the reciprocate, you receiving that generosity, or reciprocity. Anyway, for some, there's a helping hand that might be offered on Thursday against all odds, especially if you have placements between 14 and 20 degrees of Virgo. The help could be coming from your Cancer or your Scorpio placements. So if you have it between those degrees in Cancer or Scorpio, those are your areas of assistance. And those have to do with friends and social groups and partnerships within them, goals you're trying to accomplish with them, and getting out what it is you think and preach, your education, your creative works, your skills, and things like that. So you have that aspecting on Thursday if you have placements within those degrees. On Friday, the 10th, the sun is in Virgo at 18 degrees. That's a day that your sector of what you think and preach, education and skills, long distance travel, as it pertains to work and health and where you're of service to people, your daily routines. Something is served straight up with no chaser. Remember that honesty is the best policy, but let's hope whatever it is you have to say boosts someone's confidence as opposed to destroying it. And the same respect goes for everyone else. Hopefully, if someone has something to say to you, it boosts your confidence, or it's constructive criticism. Now, with the moon in Scorpio, it's going to square Saturn in Aquarius. So the moon in your sector of friends and goals and social groups, there's going to be some sort of square of restriction and responsibility as for money and resources. So maybe you have to pay out some money and resources to get some stuff done through friends and social groups or something like that. It could have to do with shared finances, or maybe you're paying someone for something. Sex, intimacy, death, rebirth, your passions. Something can face some harsh realities. Maybe you don't have the money that you want to have to do all you can do with friends, and the goals you guys are trying to accomplish, or with social groups. For some, the health of another can be a focus. Where can you be of assistance if that's the case? Now, on September the 10th, Venus is moving over into Scorpio at 0 degree. You're going to mind your temper on that day because conflicts can arise. At the same time, while conflicts can arise on the day that it's moving in at Scorpio at 0 degree, you're going to be dealing with Venus and Scorpio for a good 30-day period. It's going to start on the 10th, on Friday. So during that 30-day period, you can have blessings of romance, finances, and pleasure. It is basically dousing your area of friends and social groups and things like that. So that's wonderful. If you were having some issues, now you have finances coming there on the next day. No, actually, that's on Friday. That's on the same day. So if you have any those restrictions and squares that you have, you should be okay with money, especially if you are within that first 3 degrees. If not, it's going to be coming in. It moves a degree a day. But anyway, you'll have blessings coming in to your friends' goals and social groups through your partnerships. And it's directly blessing home and family. Okay. Partnerships in home and family. Friends blessing home. Nope, not home and family. I'm sorry. Communication, siblings, your networks of people. I would say short distance. It affects short distance travel as well. So these are your relationships communicating blessings to you of goals being accomplished. You maybe even communicating with or forging partnerships with people, friends, and with people in social groups, becoming their friends and things like that, acquaintances, accomplishing goals through them, because of them. So those blessings are going to come in with Venus there, and they could be money goals. They could be romantic goals. Okay. Now, as far as the opportunities and assistance that are coming through your friends and your goals, that's going to be because of you and because of what you think and preach, because of assistance coming to you from people at a distance from you. Okay. You assisting them assisting you. Helping you to expand your reach and expand your philosophy, your creativity as far as what you're trying to put out there in the world. Okay. That's aspecting you for the next 30 days starting on Friday. In addition to that, even with Scorpio garnering the goodness of Venus with it squaring Aquarius, Jupiter's in Aquarius. So you got Jupiter squaring Venus. The only thing I can see happening with that is you overspending, or maybe, with that luck there, you have opportunities and everything. Just don't overindulge, but you have that coming in, that goodness, that luck, and those finances with covering that square between Aquarius and Scorpio. Okay. So, now shared finances, on the other hand, you can dip into those a little too much. So you want to be mindful of that, or they could come in delayed. So your money goals could be a little delayed, especially until Mars moves out of Leo's sector of finances. Well, yeah, because you're a Leo in that area. But, well, that might not affect you too much. But still, you could see some money delays. Okay, I'll say that. Okay. Anyway, on Saturday the 11th, as far as shared finances, okay, or things you're passionate about with, people within social groups and things like that. There could be some clashes there. Now, on Saturday the 11th, the sun is in Virgo at 19 degrees. Remember, you have the right to do things your own way and walk your own path. Of course, there'll be people who are envious of you or the way you handle things with fortitude and gusto. You don't have to take up arms just because someone else does, though. Okay. On the other hand, you might find yourself being the mediator between a conflict between two people. You might find yourself having to do that. Now, today there is a direct line of assistance in our work sector of work, health, daily routines, where we are of service to others. For you, what it is you think and preach in those areas. Even you possibly even traveling for health, or I would say your daily routines, having to travel during your daily routines for health. You're getting some type of assistance or opportunities through shared finances, through things you're passionate about. It's assisting you in some way. Okay, with that sun and moon aspect. Now that's around 19 degrees. So any placements you have in Scorpio or Virgo, also between 16 and 22 degrees, this will apply to you strongly. So this is about your friends and how they help you get your message out. Justice can prevail for you on that day. And it's because of, what you think and preach. It's because of through the guise of Pallas and Neptune. So it's essentially about your talents and your intuition, your inspiration, who the things you put out there in the world. So that's a blessing for you. It could be a blessing for you on Saturday if you have those placements between that 16 and 22 degrees. God bless you and stay tuned. Coming up next is your tarot portion. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. Tirana here to give you your tarot portion of your reading this week. Your week is permeated with the Queen of Swords, and you have I really like your reading, actually. It's wonderful because this week you're vested in your own interest, or you're seeing some type of emotional fulfillment or benefit where you've been vested in your own interest as it pertains to, it could be your money or your resources. It could be career. It could be your daily routines and things like that, because the Queen of Swords talks about an air sign person. Now, you could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Moon or Rising. Or this could just be you paying attention to your own interest in these areas, and it's working out for you because you have some type of emotional fulfillment coming in, and that emotional fulfillment is coming in and taking over where you had some type of defeat, loss, endings that may have been harsh, but you'll move past them more easily than they appear. It's providing room for new opportunities coming into you. You also have the Star card, hope, and serenity, where you've had to endure some type of stress or backbreaking work or some type of burden, or deal with some type of just, burden or stress. You're on a new journey now. You're going on a new journey this week. It's a new journey that you've never been on, or it's a new path that you're walking down, and you don't know how it's going to go. You don't know exactly what you're going to need, but you are gung-ho about going on this journey, and you're happy to do it. So this is wonderful for you. You have the Ace of Wands also aspecting, and that talks about some type of good communication, projects and plans speeding up, something advising you to take the risk. Okay. Something has moved forward where you've had a test of faith. It's between either you and a lover, or even just you and a partner, or someone you love could be bringing some type of good news into you. Or they could be offering you some type of help or support. It could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign person. Or you could be moon or rising fire sign, and you're offered something now through a relationship. It could be a love relationship or a business relationship where you've had a test of faith and you've been, weathering some type of storm or roughness. Okay. But your week is great. You're vested in your own interests, and this is really, really, it's really working out for you and bringing you some type of emotional fulfillment. Remember, you have Venus moving into your sector of friends, goals, and social groups, which is your area of Scorpio. So that's wonderful for you. And you also have new opportunities coming in at a distance from you because of what you think and preach, and because of your education and skills. So enjoy. God bless you, and I'll see you next week.